Hello, I'm Bill Nye. I know many of you have enjoyed watching the Washington State Lotto jackpot climb to $12 million. The number's been drawn and one of you may have already won. I see you caught up in lotto fever, buying your tickets, choosing your numbers carefully with schemes involving the license plate of that cute guy or gal you saw in traffic. I can only imagine how much fun it must be to draw up the plans for your new summer home, or the thrill of knowing that soon all your credit cards will be paid off. I can only imagine because, you see, I can't play lotto. I've had an education. I realize that the lottery is a tax on people who are bad at math. The lottery for me is like Russian roulette. It's like having a giant gun with 6,999,999 bullets in it and only one empty chamber. Then asking myself, would I hold it to my head for $1? For me, the answer is no. For you, go on. Buy your tickets with whatever money your mother doesn't really need for food and have your fun. I'll have nothing when this is over but a wallet full of $1 bills. Good luck out there. I'll be here trying to hang on.
Because of new union regulations, I have to share tonight's announcing duties with another guy.
And
funny,
and
swell,
and
clever,
and
side-splitting,
bits
with
special
guest
comedian
Peter
Gawky.
And
so
without
further
ado,
here
he
is
John.
Keister.
John.
Keister.
John.
Keister.
John.
Keister.
John.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I do. I really do. But it's so hard to start a comedy show on a day when everybody's all upset. The Huskies. Yeah, not going to be the national champions. A lot of sad faces in Husky Stadium today. And you know who was the most disappointed? The security guards. They had brand new mace. They were getting ready to mace the students when they'd run on the field to tear down the goalpost, and it didn't happen. So they had to mace the UCLA cheerleaders. Too bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's too bad because the week started out so exciting. We got to witness the miracle of democracy last Tuesday. 32% of registered voters went to the polls. That means over 2 million of them stayed home. And some of the races were decided by margins of less than 2 million. Well, the people returned John Miller to Washington, D.C. At least that keeps him off the air for 2 more years. Federal Way voted down money for new schools, new school buses, new firefighters, but they somehow found enough money to line up at 7-Eleven for lotto tickets. And none of the initiatives did very well this year. And the people who write initiatives are trying to come up with some more popular ones for the next election. And we just happen to have a sample of some of these future initiatives. I'd like to share a few of them with you. For example, Initiative 311 makes it illegal for any resident of Mercer Island to drive a Geo. Initiative 522 makes the official currency of Burien the cherry Slurpee. Initiative 692 forces the town of Milton to change its name to something a little less sissy. Initiative 495 makes it a federal offense to move your family from Seattle to Pasco. Initiative 503 would make grunting the official language of OMAC. Initiative 216 would require Walla Walla to lose one of the Wallas. Oh, good. That's going to pass. That one will pass. And finally, Initiative 415 requires that the one guy in Chehalis who's not wearing a cap has to put one on. So those are popular. I think we've tapped into a new national consensus here. Thank you. So if you're politically active, that's something you can look forward to in the future. Hey, did I say...
5 and white guys.
White guys take Friday afternoon off!
They're so white.
Yeah. They hit all the hot spots!
I wish I could be a high-fiving white guy. I just don't understand. I don't get this.
High-fiving white guy, too?
Sure!
High-fiving white guys! All right! I will be right back with comedian Peter Dalton. He's got a great show. Stay with us.
Monday on A Woman's Place, we'll show you how to make your own fur coat. It's not as messy as you might think. Also, cook
Love in the 80s, when credit was cheap and nobody said no. He was a junk bond salesman.
Hey, relax. It's just like money in the bank.
She managed a savings and loan.
Don't worry. Your money's safe.
Together, they nearly ruined a country and their own credit rating. But now, it's the 90s, and it's time to pay up.
Honey, what's that?
It's the Visa bill.
The most chilling motion picture of our time, The Big Bill. It was a time of crisis.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No more Visa. No more Visa. What am I going to do? What am I going to do now? Ron, what am I going to do now, Ron? What am I going to do now? My Discover card. There's still some credit left. We could shop at Sears. Oh.
It was a time of denial.
Okay, here's what we do. We can take out an equity loan on the house, and we won't have to change our lifestyle for 6 months.
And in the meantime, we can buy 100 lottery tickets every week.
Yeah.
And we'll sell a screenplay to Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was a time of sacrifice.
Please, God, I don't want to have to drive a domestic automobile. Oh, please. Please, God. So, how much do you want for the Maverick?
Well, I'd like at least 600.
Okay.
All right, folks. I have consolidated all of your debts, and we'll file you for bankruptcy. And at this point, I'm going to have to ask you to turn over all your credit cards to me. The whole works. Come on. I'm going to need them all. All your credit cards. Every one of them. This is all of them?
Yes.
Isn't there one missing?
No?
You give me that credit card right now!
Playing now, The Big Bill. Sorry, no free passes.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Costco reported that its profits rose by 84% last year. The main cause of this surge in profits was that someone actually bought radioactive waste underneath the sofa cushions. Boeing delivered its first special cargo version 747 to UPS this week. It's set up to handle packages, and if it comes to your airport and nobody's there, it leaves a little yellow note at the door of the control tower. At the University of Washington, the English department has doubled. It's grown way more than anything like business or engineering or anything. A survey revealed that students prefer taking classes that meet outside on nice days. The International Auto Show is on this weekend at the Kingdome. On display will be great-looking, well-designed, fuel-efficient cars. There will also be some American cars. The Northwest had its annual November rainstorm this week, causing the annual flooding and generating the annual response of surprise and outrage by the folks along the Skykomish River. SeaTac Airport simulated a plane crash this week to test emergency response. Surprisingly, the test survivors actually retrieved their luggage quicker than passengers on a normal flight. William Gerberding. Finally, a recent report says that the Puget Sound area may have the highest incidence of premenstrual syndrome in the nation. When asked to verify these findings, a spokeswoman for the PMS clinic in Renton said, "Get out of my face or I'll kill you." This has been the John Report. Thank you, and good night.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
Tuesday on A Woman's Place, we'll talk to the author of a book titled Women Who Are Sick to Death of Reading Self-Help Books. We'll discuss the sex lives of women who are married to carpet installers, and we'll find out about a new movement to legalize cannibalism.
All this and fancy needlepoint pot holders.
That's Tuesday on A Woman's Place.
And we're back. At this time, I'd like to welcome a very good friend of Almost Live, a comedian with a very bizarre sense of humor. He's been at Giggles all week. He's a really great and kind of weird guy. Please welcome Peter Galkey.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Have you got that again? Sorry. Novocaine. Went to the dentist today. They put that big X-ray machine right up against my face. You know, they just jam that thing right up against your head. It's safe though. Then they put that big lead vest on your chest, lead boots on and a helmet. Then the guy runs out of the room. Where's he going? You look out the window, he's running down the street. What you do is next time he leaves the room to take the X-ray, just take off all your clothes, lie them on the chair, and hide. And when he walks back in, whoa! I gotta turn that thing down. Oh, thank you. My name's Peter Galkey, and I'm popular. I just had my sperm count taken. Kind of disappointed. It was 1. But it's this big. Nothing can stop that thing. Just got to find a way to get out of here. We get that thing out of here, though, we're going to have us one big barbecue. There'll be food for all. I'm going to fillet that thing. You know, before I became the very popular, multi-talented performer that I am today, I used to work at a bank. It's a good job. I got fired, though. I was making $100,000 a day. You know that guy from Holland who invented the wooden shoe? That guy must have made a fortune! So I drove here tonight. Oh, thank you. I love driving. My dad gave me a car when I was 16 years old. What a great guy. I just recently found out, though, that it's a rental car and I owe $1.5 million. What a jerk. You know, for tonight, I would like to perform for you something that I usually don't get a chance to perform very often. Actually, with my many years as an acrobat with the Olympic team, I learned to do many stunts that most people just can't do. So tonight, I would like to perform one of those stunts for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my upper leg here up and place it behind the back of my head. Now, many of you have seen this done before, but it's what I do once I'm in that position that's so spectacular. Now, some of you might want to look at the people sitting next to you when I do this stunt because their reactions will be priceless. Be like this. Whoa! You see that again? Whoa! Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Okay, Pete, jeez. What seemed to happen there?
I was pulling my leg up and I hit myself.
Yeah.
It's very obvious what happened. I don't know why you're...
Well, geez, I'm sure, you know, other than that, I'm sure...
I love coming here, but when something like this happens, it really puts a damper on things.
Okay, well, other than that...
I love coming here, though.
And it's nice to have you here, Pete. I think you need a little bit of medical attention, and we're gonna see to that.
Well, you know, my uncle owns a tree trimming service.
Really?
No. I just wanted you guys to like me.
Oh, okay. Well, we do like you, Pete. I'm sorry about that little mishap, but everybody, you can still see Pete at Giggles if you hurry really fast after this show. So thanks for coming down, Pete, and they still love you.
Wednesday on A Woman's Place. What to do if your boyfriend leaves his socks on the floor, then steals money from your purse, drives your car down to the 7-Eleven where he robs the clerk at gunpoint, gets drunk, then goes to Algona to pick up the other girlfriend you didn't even know about, and then he takes off to Idaho where he falls in with a satanic cult. We'll tell you how to win that man back.
Also new fashions and scarves.
Wednesday on A Woman's Place.
Jet Guy, action hero who flies free of the bounds of gravity. Jet Guy. He's insurance actuary Guy Morris, who fights for truth and justice with a jet and a jacket. Fly with him now as he lives the adventures of Jet Guy. Tonight, Jet Guy, the early years.
Well, Guy, the government has a lot invested in you. With this new jet suit, you'll be able to fight for law and order.
Great. How does it work?
It's simple, really. This control is for up and down. Up.
Next week on Jet Guy, down.
Okay, that's all the time we've got this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slug. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.